Hi there, in this screencast I'm going to show you how to write the code that is going to handle collisions of the bird with the pipes and how that's going to impact the game. So most of this code is going to go in the bird class itself. So I'm going to go into the bird class in the portion of the act method where the game is running. And down at the very bottom of the act method, which would be right here, I'm going to add the code that will check for collisions. Alright, and then take the appropriate, modify the game appropriately based on whether there was a collision. Now in the case of Flappy Bird, it's actually pretty simple. A single collision ends the game, and that's all that happens. So I'm going to, so like this ends the act method, so that means underneath here is where I'm going to add the code that will check for collision. So I'm going to type this. I'm going to do actor A equals get one intersecting object. So this returns an intersecting object if there is one, and you have to specify the type of object you're looking for. So I'm going to say top pipe dot class, and then I'm going to say let's see, did I miss the S in it? I'm going to say actor B, and then it's going to be the same thing except the bottom pipe. So it would be bottom pipe dot class. Alright, so then I say, now if there isn't any intersecting object, A and B get assigned the values null. So what I really want to check now is to see if either A is not equal to null or B is not equal to null, in which case we know there's been a collision with either the one of the top pipes or the bottom pipes. So I'm going to say if A not equal null or B is not equal to null, that means there's been a collision. Then what do I want to do? I want to change the state of the game to finished. So I'm going to say world.setGameState to finished. Okay, now you might say, why don't I set the bird state to falling? Well, I can set the bird state to falling, but all the code that makes him fall is only right now is only in the section of the code when the game state is running. So and the user is simply not press the key. But when there's a collision and the bird falls at the end, it's because the game is over, and you don't want to give the user the ability to continue flapping after that. So what I'm going to do is add a section of code for what happens if the game has the game state is in finished mode. So I'm going to say, let's see, it's going to be right here. It's going to be continuation of the if statement. Okay, so now here I'm going to add the code that is going to make the bird fall. So I'm just going to kind of copy and paste it from out of the section above it, and then just make a few little changes to it. Alright, so I'm going to paste it right in there. Alright, and the game state is already finished, so I don't need to change that, and the bird state is already stopped. So well, actually, yeah, yes, okay, so this would be it. This is going to rotate him around and cause him to fall down to the bottom of the screen, just like it did for when the game was running and they simply didn't press on the key. Okay, so let's see if that works. Let's see, I have some kind of error, so let's go look at it. Let's see. Alright, so I think I had an issue with my curly braces not being in the correct place, so I fixed that. And now I'm going to run it and show you what it looks like. So I started the game, first pillar's coming, and what's going to happen is I'm there. And there's nothing I can do to get the game going again. Okay, so now I'm going to actually, maybe I'll put in the next screencast. Yeah, that'll be the end of this screencast. Alright, stay tuned.